Okay, it looks like we are recording. So, welcome to our special group of directors that we have gathered together. I am super excited to be involved with you guys and to get to work with each and every one of you. Somebody's got some background noise. I'm not quite sure who it is. So, if you feel like you have a lot of background noise, you can just mute yourself down in the bottom right corner. But I prefer you stay live if it's quiet where you are, because we do want this to be an interactive call. So welcome again. Donna and I are super excited to launch this program with you guys. And we kind of came up with this little name at Executive Seminar. So we want to run this by you and see if this is okay with you. But we heard of another executive that was working with a group similar to you guys, and she called it the GOAT group. GOAT, G-O-A-T group. So GOAT stands for Get Our Act Together So We Can Go Out and Thrive. So how do you like that? You guys, are you on board with that name? Can we come to our GOAT? I see smiles. Are you okay with being the GOAT group?
Sure.
Sure, and you are kind of our guinea pig group of directors that we're working with. You know, you were asked to be in this group. You were chosen or selected by Donna or I because you have expressed interest in really growing your business. You really want your business to work, but maybe need a little extra help or encouragement or support along the way. And so Donna and I really want to be here for you in that effort. And we want to give you a group that you can bond with and feel like you have a group where we're all moving together. So our goal for you guys is to bond together as a team, support each other toward a common goal to re-promote each of our teams in the next 2 months. And Donna and I are right there with you, because we would certainly love to re-promote our personal teams in the next 2 months too. For most of us, that would mean doubling, or maybe even you could triple your team size and your results between now and the middle of December. So could you guys get excited about that?
Absolutely.
All right. So how would that feel? Think about that for a minute. How would that feel to double or triple your team size and your team results between now and the middle of December? Would that be a good thing?
It would be a good thing, but it would be a scary thing.
Okay, but do it scared, Gail. I love that. I love that you said that, because we've had this saying for the last 2 years. You know, I've been in the leads group, and we have this big saying with Judy Joel: do it scared. Because if it doesn't scare you, your goal's not big enough.
Okay.
It's settling for less than you could do for mediocrity. So I love that you said it's scary, because we want it to be scary. Big goals are scary. So anyway, would that make your business more fun? Would your business be more fun to you if your team doubled and tripled in the next 2 months?
Definitely.
Okay, and that's what we want for you. We want it to be a fun place for you to be in the business. So we're going to get the hard stuff out of the way first, and that is the expectations of being a member of this team, because you guys are directors, and we're going to treat you like directors. We're not going to treat you like new consultants. We're not going to do new consultant type training with you. But here's what the expectations are: that you will check all calls, shooting for 100% live attendance. Now, we know things happen and conflicts come up unexpectedly, and we will record the call as we're doing tonight. But we do expect you to make absolutely every effort to be here live with us, because Donna and I are putting the effort in to be here, and we expect you to meet us with that. We expect you to fully participate in the Zoom calls and in the Facebook group, which I think Donna has just set up. So no lurkers. Everybody needs to participate in that, because you guys are a very small group. We did not want this group to be large. We wanted to handpick a small group of people that we were going to personally work with. So it's going to be really imperative that you get involved and you participate too, because it's not like there's 20 or 30 of you out there. There's 6 of you that we are working with. We're going to assign accountability partners, so we will expect you to be checking in with your accountability partners and to support and encourage each other. So you have somebody you can talk to, somebody else that can help hold you accountable outside of your director or Donna and I. We're going to expect you to hold a one-on-one coaching call. It can be as short as a 10 to 15-minute check-in call, but a one-on-one call with your director on the weeks that we don't have a Zoom call. We'll expect your help in leading some topics and discussions as we move through. And we'll talk a little more about that. Let me just do that now. We really, really, really want to encourage you as you introduce yourselves in a few minutes to let us know how we can best help you. Because we don't have a curriculum we're following. This is not a home office program. So we really want to design it around what you think is going to best help you move forward in your business. So we need to have feedback from you so that we can serve your needs. Let's see. We expect you to be fully committed to yourself, to growing your team, and to the program and to each other in this program. And as I mentioned earlier, you guys are directors, so we expect director-level behaviors. And that would be, you really do want to succeed with this program. You're willing to go all in, making this program a priority for the next 60 days, and no excuses, no blaming type of attitude, and really just showing up prepared and positive, because we want this to be a positive group where we can all move forward together. So any questions on those expectations?
Got it.
We're okay with that? Okay, I'm seeing some thumbs up. Okay, good, love it, because we are fully committed to you and here for you, and all we ask is that you meet us halfway, that you be there with us. So I'm going to turn it over to Donna, who's going to lead us in just kind of getting to know each other tonight.
Okay, thank you, Cindy. And thanks everyone for being here tonight. You know, as Cindy said, you know, this is a pilot program, meaning, you know, we decided after speaking with many of you that, you know, you're not happy with where your business is at. And you're all have been trained and retrained and trained again. So there's some little link that may be missing to this part of the puzzle. And that's what we want to find out. That's why Cindy said, you know, we don't really know exactly what direction this is going to go, because we're going to be feeding off of what you need. Okay. And that's what's key here. You're not going to be getting some patent home office training that you've all probably gone through 1, 2, maybe 3 times before. So we want to make sure, as I said, that we're really, really meeting your needs. So this next segment that we're going to be going through is really important that you dig deep here, okay? You are going to have to open yourself up to each other, and you're going to have to kind of bare your soul many times, because you know what, that's the only way we can really get to the growing stage, is to find out what's our root cause here. You know, how can we help you best move forward? As Cindy said, we were hoping that you're going to double and triple your team size. So in order for us to help you do that, we kind of have to get down, you know, deep and dirty, as they say. So we're going to get our hands in the dirt and really, you know, dig up some things that may be obstacles or challenges that you're having. So here's what we're going to ask each of you to do in the next segment here. So if you want to jot a note down, is first of all your name. It's pretty easy. I think you guys got your name down okay. Your name and your story. So we'd love to hear, because not everybody knows each other. And that's what's going to be the key to this group, is your, as Cindy said, your accountability, but also getting to know each other on the next level, okay? So many of us stay with Pampered Chef is because of the relationships. So we're really hoping that this is your next, you know, BFF in Pampered Chef, because we're going to be working together now through the best-selling season that we have. So your name and your story. We all want to hear about how you started, you know, what brought you to Pampered Chef. The second important question is why you want to be in this program, okay? So why do you want to be in this program? Your why needs to be really big to get to that duplication of the second and third and all the fourth, fifth, sixth, all the people we want to add to the team. Next question is, what do you want to accomplish by December? So something pretty specific. You know, what are you hoping to, you know, Cindy said, it better be a big goal. You better be afraid of it in order to move forward. And so third question, what do you want to accomplish by December? And the fourth and the last question is, how can we most help or support you? So name and story, why you want to be in this program, what you want to accomplish by December, and how can we best support you? So who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
Thank you, Gail.
Sure. I have no makeup on tonight, so y'all are going to have to bear with me. I decided not to go out anywhere today, so I have no makeup on. So my name is Gail Jacobus, and I live in Jasper, Georgia, and my story is I started this business 10 years ago, and I really don't know what in the world I was thinking, because we had just literally moved to Georgia a few months prior to that time. I just knew that I needed something to do. I wanted to work, but I didn't want to work outside of the home. I really wanted to be around for our then middle school son. And my story is that he didn't know he needed us, but we all know that he did. And so I was very happy to be able to stay home and just be around when he was in middle school and going through that time, because we had uprooted him from everybody that he knew and everything that he knew in Florida, and moved him to Georgia, where he didn't know us all. And we didn't know anybody either. So it was like, when I started my business, I only knew 2 people here in Georgia, really, to help me get started. And I signed up under a girl that I had known back in Florida, and she subsequently ended up dropping out of the business, which put me up under Donna. So that's kind of how I rolled up into her first line. So over the years, my reason for staying in has really changed many different times. There was a period of time when we moved my mom here with us so that we could manage her health and her well-being and take care of her. So during that time, I was able to put my business on the back burner, and that was one of the reasons why I wanted to join Pamper Chef, because of the flexibility of it. So I was totally able to take advantage of that during that time. And then when we moved her back to Florida, when we had accommodations and realized that she really needed more 24/7 care than we could provide, it gave me the opportunity to jump back on board and that's really when I focused on becoming a director. And that was back in 2010. So it's hard to believe that it's been 10 years, but I wouldn't change any of it. And I love it. I think why I want to be in this program is because I do want something more from my business. I am ready for my business to be, I don't really know the word I want to use, stable maybe, or consistent. That's probably a better word, consistent. I managed to keep my title, but it's not a real easily attained thing. Most of it because it's all pretty much on my shoulders. I don't feel like my team is very supportive. So it would be really great for my team to be really on board with us. I would love that. What do I want to accomplish? I want my team to be large enough and consistent enough that it's not all falling on my shoulders. So I'm kind of going back to what why I want to be in this program. And how you can most help and support me, I really don't know. I need all the help I can get. I think that a lot of the things that Cindy outlined were very on target for the things that I'll be needing for this program. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of other bonus material along the way.
Okay, so Gail, I'd love to hear something more specific by December. So if we're looking for a more consistent team, we obviously, the people that are in the team right now are not, they're very part-time.
Right.
So we're looking at building, adding more recruits. So what would that number look like?
Well, I probably need to, I need at least, I don't know. I don't know what a team that performs, that helps you not have to do everything yourself, looks like, really.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
And then one of the things that Cindy said was that we wanted to re-promote in the next two months. So how many consultants do you need to start as a director?
Well, you need 5, so I would need 10. Are you kidding me?
She's laughing. It's almost a hysterical laugh.
Laughed or a scared laugh.
She recruited a vendor standing next to her yesterday. So look at, you're already one down.
What up? All right.
9 more to go. Okay.
Well, and maybe that's a topic that we can visit on a future call. I loved what Gail just said. What does a performing team look like? And that might be a really good discussion topic for a future call.
I mean, I feel like I speak with them and I text them and I have a little, team page. And of course, they've been invited to be on the McDonald's, team page and all that on Facebook, but they never come to any recipe nights. They never participate in the virtual team meetings. I just feel like they're just kind of like ghosts out there, they're just on the page and it's like every now and then an order pops up or a show pops up that they submitted and it's like, oh, wow. It's like, I just feel totally out of the loop with them. And and a lot of my team is so remote that it's very challenging to develop any camaraderie. I was telling Donna last week when I was looking for something on YouTube, or I was trying to record something for somebody on YouTube for something. I don't remember what it was now, but I happened to come across a team meeting that I had back at my home. I don't even remember the year that it was now, but when I sat there and watched it, and it really made my heart ache. It was like, wow, even though I had a lot of hospitality at that team meeting, it was great. It was great. And I had people driving 2 hours to come to my team meeting. When I kind of sat back and reflected on that, it was like, oh man, what am I missing?
Okay. And how many years ago would you say that was, Gail?
I don't remember. I want to say it was in 2000 and it was right after I became a director. So 2013 maybe, because I became a director in 2010. So somewhere back around in that time. We were still living in Decula because it was in my kitchen in Decula. So we had not moved to Jasper yet.
And this is something that I think we can talk about more. It's something that I know we're dealing with, Gail. I don't want to get too sidetracked with this right now, but just for thought for the future is we are dealing with more virtual consultants and more consultants that don't live locally to us. So that is something we are all struggling with, even at the executive level, is how do we connect with these consultants and how do we make them feel part of the team? So I think we can do some work around that too. That would be really good in the future.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah. It's just, I guess, reason I asked you what time frame it was, Gail, is because people have changed, their mentality has changed so much about how much time they want to spend away from their home and away from their family. The days of somebody driving 2 hours to a meeting are just
long
over.
gone. Yeah, those are over.
So you can't be real hard on yourself with that. I think it's just a mentality and it's a numbers a game for you. So
yeah,
so
and
I think that we
hard on myself. When I watched it, it just made me realize, gosh, that was a great time. It really was, and I was doing well during that time. I told Donna I can't go back and look at those numbers because I didn't save that information, and it's not available to you. But anyway, for what it's worth, that, I just had a conversation with a new consultant. I'm probably taking up way too much time, but she was so excited when she got started. She's remote. She's in South Carolina, so she's a good, 3 or 4 hours from me. And she was so excited when she got started. And I felt like the other day when we had our coaching call that it was like she was just saying yes, yes, yes. Yes, I get it. Yeah. Oh, okay. Got it. I just felt like she was just saying those things just to get through the call. And I was like, okay, am I being boring or what am I doing wrong? So just some of those kind of challenges that I'm facing that I just feel like,
Okay, so I'm making a note on that also is, looking at the new training model that Pampered Chef is outlined for us so that we can, shorten, because they're getting those videos every day. So we want to make sure that we don't inundate them, with stuff. All right, Gail, thank you.
Sure.
All right, who would like to go next?
I will.
Okay, Miss Heather.
Okay. We're digging deep, right? So I'm Heather Patty, and my story, I'll try not to ramble too much, Cindy, is I started in December of 2010, and I was a high school biology teacher and started for extra money. And Cindy thought, there's no way this lady can add anything else with my family. And she always talks about my 2-year-old hanging on my leg and all this other stuff. But anyway, but I did start. And we always know busy people are the ones who get things done, right? So, and that's skipping ahead a little bit. I think that's the root of a lot of my issues now is I'm not as busy. So that's something that I know is a hindrance to me. So anyway, so I got started and I just did whatever Cindy told me to do because I didn't know any better. And she said, have another, I would say, I don't have bookings. And she'd say, well, how long has it been since you had a party? I'm like, a month. She goes, have a party at your home. I'd be like, but they aren't, I just have one. They'll come. And they did. So I tell everybody that for the first year, I had a party in my own home at least once a month, just because it worked. And so I just kind of kept going, went for it, promoted to director in June of 2011. And have stayed here pretty much one way or another with the team growing, and have gone through that really successful time. Team growing, had 25, 30 on my personal team, which was awesome. And now we're down to 14, which means I'm in the same place as you, Gail, with hardly anybody kind of helping. My recruiting has been bleh. So yeah, so that is where I'm at kind of now. I did quit teaching this is my 4th year to not teach. And that was something that wasn't on my radar when I started Pampered Chef. I love teaching. I had no intention of quitting teaching, but life changes and Pampered Chef was there to allow me to be home more with my boys and my family, and definitely that has been a positive thing for our family. So why do I want to be in this program? Because I want to be back. I want to be back, period. I want to that's just about it. I want to be back. I want to be back where I know I can be, where the success is just happening, even though we know it doesn't just happen, but that's just the mentality. That's the belief. And I know that a lot of that, even though, we parrot belief to all of our team members and we say that, oh, belief, when it comes down to it, and when it comes down to our belief in ourselves, it's not always there for whatever reason. And so I know that is something that I need to do. And so that's also kind of how y'all can support is, and I'm kind of like Gail too. I don't really know how. Cindy will ask me, what can I do? And I'm like, I don't know, because I don't know what to do. So, so the only thing I have come down to is belief. What do I want to accomplish by December? My goal at conference was I was going to be senior director by December. And I look at that now and I'm like, that's only 3 months away. I don't know about that. But then I look at, I calculated it today, and I need 14,000 points for October, November, and December to earn the top level trip. So I'm like, okay, so if I had a recruit, So that's a big, scary goal. So I'm thinking, okay, definitely 10 recruits minimum. I want to get back on that recruiting game. I want to get Katie Mass type sales. I want Katie's sales. I want my name up there. I want to figure out her secret. And yeah, I'm ready to go big. Quit going home.
Great. Awesome, Heather. That's wonderful. I like that. Go big or go home. And you're home. So
I'm home. And I don't, yeah.
Go big and go out.
There you go. That's it.
All right. Wonderful. All right. So Christy or Lorene, who's ready?
I'll go.
Okay, Lorene.
I'm Lorene Nolte. I'm in Stuart, Florida. I've been with Pampered Chef. It'll be 11 years next month. I last promoted to director January 1st of this year, having lost it several times. And unfortunately, this is my third month and doing everything and all that I can to not be in that position again, to have to re-promote. That is not a fun process that I want to go through again. My reason for being in Pampered Chef and starting 11 years ago was for our youngest daughter who was going into middle school, so like Gail, so that I could be available to her and her friends, be the mom that the other moms trusted to keep an eye out on the kids and take them to the different places when there's no school and let them hang out here. Fast forward, things change. She's all grown up, moved out of college, lives on the west coast of Florida, and is on her own. I've got 2 grandchildren that I get to see once in a while and can spend time with them, with my other daughter. And I just like the flexibility. I like being able to set my own hours. My husband likes that I can do things during the day that I couldn't do when I was working 60 hours a week in a law firm. Why do I want to be in this program? I need the friendship. I need the support. I need something to help me strengthen my team, to bring it back around. It's never been a super strong organization. A lot of it has always fallen, to me for the sales, and I'm okay with that because I can normally do it, except when we have hurricanes come through or other garbage. But so that's why I want to be in the program. I just flat out need it. What do I want to accomplish? I'd love to double my team. Adding another 7 to 10 consultants on my team. And like Gail said, so that it doesn't all fall on me. And I don't want to feel like I'm spinning my wheels with those who do join or those that have been on my team for a while. And like Gail said, you have the phone conversation or even an in-person conversation with them and they're just giving you the answers. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I can do that. Yes, I'll do that. That's a very uncomfortable feeling for me, to feel like I'm the one more invested in the process for them than they are for themselves. And finding the true belief in myself as well. I need that. So how can you help me with those things? I'm not exactly sure. If I knew, I may have called Donna already and asked.
All right. Well, what I think you've already taken the step, Lorene, because I can hear the rawness in your voice. So that's the first step that you have, is to be vulnerable to it. You've got to be open to it. And that's why I keep saying you guys have to open up, your thoughts and your heart to the group in order.
Are you going to make us cry?
I'll try not to, but I've been really emotional lately, so I may not be.
You really have.
I was going to type that question. I figured I'd just ask you.
So that's okay. That's all right.
That's not
I can't promise,
but it could happen.
Oh, it's very easy for
Any
me.
moment.
All right. Thank you, Lorene. Appreciate all that.
Right.
The input there. All right. So, Miss Christy.
I am Christy Gray, and I live right outside of Dallas in Texas. And I signed up with Pampered Chef December 31st of last year. I started just to have a little bit of extra money, and then realized that it could be more, and started thinking bigger goals as far as getting away from my full-time job, which is a lot, where I work 60, 70, 80 hours a week. So, so I fast track promoted, I think it was April of this year. My little team has struggled, to say the least. And so I kind of went incognito for the last couple of months, kind of hid out in my own little world and my own little self-pity, to be honest. And so because I felt like I felt like I had failed. So so when Cindy brought this up to me, I was like, yeah, that'd be great. It took her a little, I think, to get a hold of me, actually, because I was hiding out. And so why am I here? Because I want out of my full-time job. I want to be home with my girls and be able to be home and see them grow, because I'm not seeing them now. So I want to be able to have a viable team, because I don't have one right now. So that's my why. My goals by December, looks like it's going to be re-promote for sure, increase my personal sales, and then continue to build a successful team. And what kind of support? My biggest thing, Cindy and I talked about this when I first joined and going through the director program, was just encouragement. Because unfortunately for me, I get down on myself, so that's tough. So leadership, so help with being a good leader, because I don't feel like I was necessarily a good leader to my team, and how that works. And then just the whole recruiting. That's my other, because I'm real shy and bashful, so it's hard for me to reach out there.
Thank you, Chrissy. Chrissy, question. Do you do in-home parties or virtual?
Virtual.
So you do all virtual. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's all virtual.
Okay. And I think everyone else on this group is a combination of virtual and in-home, right?
I'm pretty much in-home or catalog parties. I haven't done virtual parties very much at all lately.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm primarily in-home, some catalog, and randomly virtual, but not in a long time.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, Christy, thank you so much for sharing. And we've all, you know, everyone that here is a mother. And, you know, we know the importance of wanting to stay home with them. And we'll look so forward to getting you to that point where you're going to say, I want to go do in-home parties so I can get away from those kids, because you'll be with them so much. So that's going to be our goal, you know, to make sure that you are reaching that dream of staying home. And tell me how old the kids are, Christy.
My girls are 6 and 9.
6 and 9. Okay. Awesome. And Heather, I don't know if I know how old yours are now.
19, 16, and 10, but my 10-year-old will be 11 in a couple weeks.
Okay.
All boys. And I didn't say I live in North Texas also, so. But you can probably tell that from listening to me talk.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies. We, really appreciate you sharing your story, and we can all, connect to each other on a more personal level. And I think that that's important. That's going to be a big part of this. So for the next few minutes, we're going to talk a little bit about why October is really the best month to impact your business. And there are so many reasons. First of all, to get you all to start to, re-promote. Boy, Pampered Chef has given you a wonderful new consultant signing bonus, a kit rebate. And that is one of the things that people always enjoy, is being able to save money on that kit rebate. And that really, really impacts them to get out the gate strong because they want to get that rebate back, okay? Also, this is the best time for people to start because people are starting to become concerned about how they're going to pay for holidays this year. You know, no one wants to put, you know, holiday gifts on credit cards. So, you know, when you can speak to the fact of how much people can earn between now and, you know, Christmas, that really will make a big difference in your recruiting. So start talking about right from now what a debt-free holiday can look like. Okay, whether you're doing virtual or you're doing in-home, that should be your message. And reaching out to people who may have been sitting on the fence with you is saying, you know what, we have the best promotion right now for the best reason for you to get started. Let me help you have a debt-free holiday. Okay, so that's one of them. Festivals this time of year, festivals, you know, holiday expos, fall, you know, festivals, they're just galore, okay? And there is a site that is called festivalnet.com, and you can put in your zip code and it will tell you all the festivals, you know, that are local in your area. And I always say, you know what, don't always look under your own nose. If you want to get out into an area that you know is a higher tax bracket, by all means, put in that zip code. So it's festivalnet.com so that you know, all right? All right, cooler weather. You know, people are really, right now, they're becoming more engaged in cooking. You know, we went through a really tough summer. You know, it was hot, hot, hot. So people are like, oh my gosh, the last thing they wanted to think about was cooking. Well, right now, they're definitely more engaged in cooking. Think about the tailgating parties, holiday, you know, meal prep. People want ideas for that. People love hearing weekly meal planning. They want to hear about how you can make entertainment, you know, easy. You know, so many people are so intimidated by having guests in their home because they're worried about, oh my gosh, I have to put on this big spread. And it's all about entertaining and making entertaining relaxing for the host as well as guests. The days of when our mom put out the whole china and that whole thing, those days are gone. People don't entertain like that anymore. And Pampered Chef is speaking directly to that market. So it is super easy. How awesome that Pampered Chef pumped up our October host special. Okay, get on the phone and talk about our anniversary celebration. You know, they can be one of the 37 winners of $370 in Pampered Chef product. And you better hope that you are one of those consultants who that's your host, because you get another $370 in Pampered Chef dollars. You could buy lots of catalogs and lots of products with $370, right? Anybody give a hand raise on that one?
Yeah.
So that anniversary sweepstakes is amazing, okay? So you've got to get out there and reach out to people, though, and talk about that promotion and be excited about it yourself, okay? Our guest special is all about our classics. So it, you know, if you're doing in-home parties, you're using those products naturally, okay? So you can encourage people to step up to that $75. And you know what? One of the things you can think about, if you get them to $75, if they get to 100, offer them a Season's Best cookbook. You know, you get $100 per person show average, more people that are going to be at your shows, that's going to be you're going to have an awesome paycheck in December, okay? Express party checkouts. You too, okay? That's impacting our per person sales. People are purchasing more when they're using the Express Party checkout. So how many of you have embraced Express Party checkout? Raise your hand. Okay, great, awesome, very good, love that. Okay, I'm going to do a screen share. I'm sure my screen share, because I thought this is something that you all need to see. Okay, can you see my Pampered Chef site?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, so take a look here. The holiday information guide, they have done a super job of listing all the benefits that you can offer your holiday shoppers. So if you're looking for, reaching out to marketing, just go ahead and use these 5 steps that Pampered Chef is giving you right here. You have all your holiday resources. Here's your holiday gift guide. Here's your gift pages, your marketing imagery, everything that you need to get the point is so that you don't miss out on holiday sales. So if you have not looked at that, go ahead and you can see that it was right from our training and resource. So training and resource, and then your holiday information guide. So please take a few minutes after this call before you tuck yourself into bed and take a look at that, okay? All right, so just to kind of wrap that up, you know what? We offer quality kitchen tools that bring families back around the table. And when people attend a Pampered Chef party, whether it's an in-home party or a virtual party, we're giving them value. And that's what's key. This value is what keeps people engaged, okay? We're giving them something, they're learning things. It's not like they're just walking with products, they're walking away with ideas. And we have a product that people need. We offer quality, we offer support, and I can talk to you about, literally for hours, what I love about Pampered Chef. My 28 years has given me so many assets to my life that it's been an amazing journey. And I'm invested, okay? I've been where you are, though. And you know what? I believe truly that each and every one of you can get to where I am. You all have the capability and the national capabilities running through your veins. That's why we invited you here. If we didn't believe in you, Cindy and I just said we wouldn't be investing our time in you. But the question is that you have to ask yourself each and every day when you put 2 feet on the ground, do you believe that this is something that you can do? So I'm going to turn the rest of this call over so Cindy can talk a little bit about belief.
Okay, thank you, Donna. And gosh, I was just thinking as you were talking, it is a great time. If there was ever a month to have a turnaround in your business, this would be your month, October. And I'm seeing a lot of strong numbers coming in. So that's a really good indicator that we're going to have a really good October. So you guys, I hope you will decide to jump on board with that. So let's do this. Let's check in on our belief pillar just a little bit. Donna led us into belief and believing in yourself. And I'm just going to kind of take you through a quick review here. So, and I want y'all to nod or shout out your answers out loud so I know you're with me. Do you believe in our products and that we can impact families one meal, one memory at a time?
Yes.
Yes.
So I think it's pretty unanimous across the board. We love our products and we believe in our products and that we can impact families with what we have to offer. Do you believe in our host program, the fabulous rewards you have to offer, and also the fun experience for your hosts and your customers?
Yes.
Okay, we're good there. We believe in our host benefits. Do you believe that we can enhance the lives of others with our business opportunity?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's the key to growing your team, is sharing the business. And it's important that you really believe in what you have to offer to others. And just for fun this afternoon, when Donna and I were kind of working on how we wanted to start our call with you guys, I thought, I'm just going to Google what an extra $500 a month means to most people, just to see what popped up. And I thought this was interesting. So a Bankrate report, whatever Bankrate is, report showed up that said that some 44 million American adults have a side hustle. They call it a side hustle. The report defines a side hustle as a way to earn extra money, meaning in addition to your main source of income. So for many side hustlers, the extra effort is very lucrative. Bankrate found that 36% of people who side hustle at least monthly earn an extra $500 a month. And that amounts to an extra $5,000 a year in household income. 19% of millennials age 18 to 36 who side hustle monthly earn more than $500 a month, compared with 50% of older people. And baby boomers ages 53 to 62 are the age group most likely to earn at least $1,000 a month in side income. So I thought those are very interesting facts. So do you believe that you can offer this same opportunity that I just described to anyone?
Sure.
I mean, I truly believe that we have a business that's ageless and timeless. We can offer this to anybody over the age of 18. Okay, that's kind of the only criteria. So that brings me to the next question. And Gail and Heather both hit on this. I was taking a lot of notes while you guys were talking. But Gail and Heather both hit on this. So do you see yourself as a leader? Do you believe in yourself and your ability to be a leader to others? The yeses aren't coming quite as fast now, ladies.
I'm watching, Heather. I'm watching you, Heather.
Okay, so we
Thank
have
you.
got to work on this belief pillar, because you guys have no problem believing in our product, our company, and our business opportunity. But when I ask you if you truly believe in yourself as a leader, it was quiet. Okay, and you guys have so many amazing abilities. I mean, if you, Donna and I have all been where you are at one time or another. And in case you don't know my story, I didn't plan to say this, Donna, so I hope y'all won't mind that I take a few minutes here. But in case you don't know my story, I have had to re-promote to executive director 3 times. Okay, so if you're having to re-promote to director, or you're struggling to get to the next level in your business, you know, we have been there. Okay, and I want you to know that. I don't want you to look at us and think, well, that's easy for them to say. Look where they are, because we've been where you are. We have walked in your shoes. And we've had those discouraging times in our business, and I'm sure Donna and I would both say there were times we wanted to throw our towel in and say, I'm done. But there's something that comes from within that propels us to do that one more thing, okay, to keep it going. There's a reason there. So, you know, that's what we have to look for, and we're going to work on this as homework. But what are you willing to do? You know, you all talked about what you want. You all have great goals for your business the next couple months. So it's really, I think at this point, the starting point is going down to belief in yourself and what are you willing to do. Each of you has the ability, the knowledge, and the power to have great success. Basically, you can have anything you want in this business if you believe you can and if you want to enough. So at this time in our business, I have to tell you, you guys can go from where you are right now today, and it may not be where you want to be, but it's where you are. You can go from where you are right now today to being an executive director in 2 years or less. And we're seeing that done all the time. I just did a workshop at conference this summer with this gal, Becky. And oh my gosh, she blew me away when I learned her story. But she was a fast-track director, just like you, Christy. And 2 years after she fast-tracked to director, she walked across the stage as an executive director at National Conference. 2 years. And she has 3 little boys. She has a house full of little kids. So it's not like she didn't have anything else to do, but you guys can do that, and you've got to find that belief in yourself, because we so believe you can do it. So if there is something that has held you back up to this point, then I want to encourage you to really discover what that is. Really do some soul searching. Donna and I are not shrinks. We're not paid analysts. We can't analyze you and say, this is what the problem is. This is what you need to do. You've got to look deep within yourself and figure that out. And then we will support you. We will encourage you. We will help you with ideas. But each of you needs to decide, what is it that I have let hold me back from what I really want in this business? and then we will work together. So basically what we need to do, I think, as a group, is we need to rid ourselves of limiting beliefs. Those beliefs that you let limit you, that you let hold you back from the goals that you really want for your business. So I want to kind of wrap this up by saying, don't dwell on what's not working, but rather focus on what you want to happen, and let's develop a plan to get you there. I want you to be proud out loud of who you are and what you represent. Reinvent your why. I mean, some of you, maybe it's reaching back down into that why, or some of you, maybe you need a new why. I can remember when I first moved to Texas, I kind of lost my mojo to do the business. I was busy getting 4 kids established and trying to build a home, and I didn't know anybody here, and it was a really easy time to walk away, just walk away from this business. And really what it was I didn't know why I was doing it anymore. In the midst of all that, I didn't know why I was doing it. And as soon as I discovered a why, a reason, that was all I needed to motivate myself to really throw myself back into the business and do what I needed to do to rebuild my business here. So I really encourage you, if that why is not strong, let's work on that too. So any questions about belief? Okay. Well, let's go over some homework here. We have some fun homework for you guys, and I know you love hearing the word homework. It's like, oh no, here it comes. They're going to give us that homework.
Here's the hook.
Here it is. So we have this fun book. Okay, we were just asked, we were given like less than a week's notice to read this book to go to executive seminar, and it's called The Wisdom of Oz, and it's by Roger Connors and Tom Smith. And it's kind of a takeoff on The Wizard of Oz. How many of you know the movie The Wizard of Oz? Yeah. Is there anybody that hasn't seen the movie? Okay, Katie, you're not alone. Our CEO, Tracy Britt Cool, has not seen the movie either. So, okay, this was a childhood staple yearly movie when I was growing up. Every year we watched The Wizard of Oz. But it is amazing, the life skills and strategies and lessons that are taught in this movie. So this is an easy read. You guys, you can read this book 2 in 2.5 hours. Okay, so yeah,
super.
Yeah, super easy read, super fun.
Get that one. Yeah, make sure they get that one, not the one with the black cover.
Right. There is another one that's a lot longer. You don't want that one. You want this simple, easy little read. And we want you to get this right away. You can order it on Amazon, or you can get it through Barnes & Noble. Either way, whatever's easy for you. But I want you, when we hang up this call tonight, and Donna and I will go into, did you get the group set up, Donna?
No, I was wanting to make sure we had buy-in. And then I'll invite everyone to the group tonight.
Okay. Well, we will post this also on the group so you know exactly what you need to get. But we want you to get this book and read it, because we're going to probably use a lot of the lessons from this book in our future calls, and I think you will really, really enjoy that. So that's the first thing, is get that book. The book is about, it's a takeoff on The Wizard of Oz and the characters, the lion, the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, Dorothy, the witches, all of that stuff in this book. So I think you'll really, really enjoy it. But it's really all about personal accountability to succeed in everything you do. So the next homework, and we'll post all this in the group too, but the next homework bullet point is to really assess the reality of your situation. Some of you shared a good bit of that tonight, but I want you to really look at the reality of where you are in your business. And these are the areas you need to look at that, examine. Where are you in bookings scheduled for October? Where are you in personal sales? Maybe do a 3-month average on your personal sales. Because sometimes we think we're doing more than we are, or sometimes we're maybe doing more than we think we are. So analyze your personal sales and come up with what your averages look like for the last 3 months. Do the same with recruiting. What has your recruiting average been for the last 3 months? And then analyze your team activity. What are your consultants contributing on average on a monthly basis? Are they bringing in recruits? What are they typically bringing in sales? But the starting point to growth is understanding where you are. That's our starting point. So it's very important. You can just simply go in and open up your year-to-date consultant connection and look at the last couple months and determine those averages and write them down so that you know what they are. It's important that you know where your performance is for you and your team so that we can move forward from there. And I just want to caution you, this is not an exercise to depress you. That's not the purpose of this at all. Rather, to give you a clear understanding of where your starting point is. Okay, and we can figure out where we need to grow from there. And a lot of those personal conversations can take place when we have our one-on-one coaching calls. Okay, the next bullet point, once we've acknowledged where we are in these areas, is to set our bold goals for October in each of these areas. So we want you to set your bold, big, scary goal, Gail, in number of shows, personal sales, number of recruits, and then team sales and recruiting. So those 4 areas, you need to have a goal for October, and it needs to be written down, okay? And then once you've done those 2 things, we can start to develop your plan. Think about what is it going to take to be Team Green for October. We would so love, and I'm sure each and every one of you would too, to be green, Team Green for the month of October. Is everybody in agreement on that? Would y'all like that? Okay, because I know a couple of you are in month 3, and we would so love to see you pull it out. So after you've done those first 2 steps, work on a plan. What is it going to take for your team to be green? How much will you need to contribute? How many people will you need to recruit? What will your team contribute? And that's why it's important that you understand those averages, so you know what your team is typically contributing on an average month, okay? And I want you to keep asking yourself, what else can I do? And when you think you've written down all the ideas you have, I want you to say, what else can I do? And what else can I do? And what else can I do? Okay? Because there is a lot else you can do. And this first month, it may be very much up to you, or a lot up to you. But several of you mentioned, wishing you had team members that were contributing more. If you set that recruiting goal to bring in 2 or 3 new consultants onto your personal team before this month is over, if you have 2 to 3 people working toward that kit rebate that Donna talked about, just think. 3 people doing $1,000 in sales is 3,000 of that 5,000. Okay, so that can make a huge difference if you jump on this bandwagon and get a couple people on board and work to get them going. So all of that, write it out, get it on paper. What else can you do? Get that plan together. And then work on your belief pillar. We talked a little bit about that. Donna and I both kind of went to the belief, and I think we really kind of hit the bullseye there with your reactions on belief in yourself. Okay, so I really want you to work on that belief pillar. And one of the best things that you can easily do, once you establish your goals and you've written those down, then just write them in the form of positive affirmations. I am welcoming blank new consultants to my team this month. I am holding blank number of kitchen shows. I am, but do it in the present tense as though it is happening. So write those goals out in the form of positive affirmations. I want to encourage you to read them out loud every single day and post them in your office. And we're going to expect you to come to our next call prepared to share those positive affirmations with the rest of your team. Okay? Any questions on that? Did we give you enough homework to get going here?
I'll post that. I will post that on the page. And also, the next thing that we do is to talk about their accountability partners.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So did you assign those, Miss Donna?
I did assign those. So the first accountability team is Laureen Nolte and Christy Gray. So you two will we'll make sure that you share contact information with each other. And the next will be Heather and Gail. And then the last team is the Amandas. So we'll get the Amandas together once we get, confirm that they are willing to do the work. So we're good on that. So everybody make sure that you, message each other through Facebook. I know you all know how to get in touch with each other, not a problem. So that will be your last, is to make sure you touch base with your accountability partner at least once a week and message each other. You are each other's support system. Besides us as Cindy and myself as your directors, you want to make sure that you have your accountability partner up to date with what it is that's happening with you each week. And, and when you have that bad day, it's your accountability partner you should be reaching out to. Okay, because it's also a good way for you, to be coaching her the same way that you're coaching your own team members. So you're allowed to practice on your accountability partner without any ramifications. So it's really a good thing. So I think that, anybody have any questions about your partners? Good on that? Okay, great.
Everybody knows how to find everybody, right?
Just how to find each other. Okay. So Cindy,
Okay,
you want to leave that with?
I do. I have a little short closing quote. Do you guys all have the list of all of our future calls so that you have those on your calendar?
Yeah.
Okay. We can post that in the group too. Okay, so just want to leave you with this short little motivational quote tonight. A dream becomes a goal when action is taken toward its achievement. And that's by Bo Bennett. So there's a cute little picture that goes along with that. So we'll post that in our group for you. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining us. I am super excited, and I so appreciate those of you that got on the call tonight and really opened up to us.
Yes, thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Our future nationals.
Thank you.
All right, guys, have a great week. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Good evening.